Yo, Beats, I gotta borrow this for a sec. And I got a problem, and I'm having more and more of a problem with this Haymon card. More and more, I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about the future of boxing. Yes, Floyd and Manny are fighting, but we want to be mainstream, right? Floyd's already there, but in a sense where you have to pay for Floyd, correct? This is free. So if that's the case, people who are getting stuff for free, you want them to come back, right? You want them to return. And you can't do that by putting on fights that people really don't care about or, plain and simple, are not entertaining. Broner is fighting underneath the Thurman card. To be honest, to me, I don't think Keith Thurman and Robert Guerrero are going to put on that big of a show. I think that's a stylistic matchup. I think Guerrero's going to try to do what he did against Floyd. I think he's going to try to box Thurman. And then, because remember, Berto he wasn't the offensive type. And Guerrero's a counterpuncher. He's not really an offensive type either. So when he has to take the initiative of being offensive, you see what happened to Berto, right? So Thurman is more offensive than Guerrero is, which means I feel Thurman will try to box instead of using his offensive skills and really going after Thurman. I think he's going to sit there and try to really go shot for shot. And if they do this, then I have to say, man, they're gonna spoil it. All right, let's be honest. I don't really care for knockouts. Meaning, just like all the boxers say, you need to just listen to them and what really goes on. If it comes, it comes. I'm all about the points, the ring generalship. I'm all about the foot movement. I'm about cutting off the ring. Definitely, I love the jab and the pull counter, the check left hook, the straight right. The uppercuts are hard as hell. They're very successful if you land them. But then again, they can leave you open from either side if you do an uppercut. So uppercuts are cool as hell, but you gotta know exactly when to throw them and you gotta connect or you could be fucked up. I love those type of things. So when it comes to these knockouts, I don't really care for that much. But I'm not the majority of the people watching, am I? Once March drops, once this card goes down, the world knows boxing. The world, not the diehards, not even the YTBC. The world. We know that fights can be tough. We know if you have some sort of sense in your head, we know that fights can be tough. We know that not every great fighter is going to have an easy night. We know this, okay? History tells you everything. But hope definitely get comfortable while you're up here. But we also know what people want to see. It ain't about just what we want all the time. Stop being so selfish. Now we have to think for the casual viewer. The one who, you got to do it for people who have never seen boxing. You want the person who is clicking through the channels that night and just, how many times people just go up and down the fucking channels. Channel up all the way to the top, channel down all the way to the bottom. And everybody goes to the bottom. Everybody goes to the bottom. So in doing so, you're going to come across, it might be harder to come across Spike TV where it is, you will come across channel 6 and channel 13 and 10, So with them doing this, you want just that regular guy who has his potato chips, beer, old school cat, flipping through, and he stops on some boxing. Wow, they have boxing on regular television? What time is it? This is what you want. And then next thing you know, you want, I'm going to be honest, I know. See, that's why I'm so skeptical about this nigga fucking Broner, man. You want a Danny Garcia and Lamont Peterson up there. Even though I don't care about the knockouts. You know, people, the general public is going to want to see blows. They want another war. Imagine them turning on the fucking channel or turning through. And they come across fucking boxing where both fighters are bleeding straight, leaking. Oh, we got our viewers in. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna tune in then. But if you got your slick boxer in there who is just one jab, move out the way. One jab, move out the way. Jab to the stomach, move out the way. You know, I think that dude that's clicking them channels is going to continue clicking. How many times have we watched a fight? How many times have you watched a fight waiting for the main event? And once the main event is on its way, you end up getting so bored with the undercard fights. It's like, man, these fights are trash. There were some fights I was watching, and I didn't give that much credit. I think Jesse Vargas was on the undercard. I went outside. I was at where was I? I was at some event. I went outside and I blew a L and came back in. The fight was like almost halfway over. It don't take that long, you know? And it was like, you see what I mean? I'm just waiting for the main event. So people to grasp onto this whole mainstream boxing thing, we need to have main events all throughout the night. You see what I mean? It's sort of like you should have put, because of the names of what they've achieved, and you know, obviously Broner would go first. Broner's not as big of a name as Guerrero, who fought Floyd. You see what I mean? As big as Broner is, I'm not knocking, dude. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. But in the same sense, I think your card should be just those three fights. And you could have put Broner last, to be honest. Like, all of these fighters, if you had to rank them, it looks like they've already done it, right? They put Broner first, so they say Broner's the lowest. You got Broner and Molina the lowest. You got Guerrero and Thurman are the next highest, and then you got Danny Garcia and Lamont Peterson last. So right then and there, it's telling you Thurman, it's telling you Broner, Thurman, and then Danny Garcia. So Danny Garcia and Lamont Peterson is the grand finale, next to, obviously, the Floyd and whatchamacallit, but it's the grand finale of Al Haymon's triple header, you could say. But if you really want to, now, I understand, but if you really want to grasp the attention of just somebody clicking through them channels, you needed, I was thinking, why not put them all on the same card? You have more than enough fighters, dog. I know, right? You see what I mean? I understand how people get tight with Al Haymon, but I don't know if you thought it all the way through or if you were a little rushed. Maybe you need until 2016 to set up shop. But we are fight fans. We want what we want when we want it. You better give it to us, damn it. Now, I hope everybody, I ain't telling nobody, but I ain't going to get into that. That ain't this video right now. I'm going to write that down. Hold on. Let me write this down. Okay. That's the next video. As far as the opening bout, I know I got it on Dutch, yeah. As far as the opening bout's concerned, you want to have sparks, fireworks, grenades exploding when you drop the ball, okay? There's been plenty, I said before, there's fights where you're waiting for the main event and you get bored with the undercard fights because they're really nobody. You don't know these guys. You see, when you're in the mainstream, if you're able to jump on regular premium channels, regular channels like, national channels, 13, 10, and 6, if you're able to jump on these channels and perform, you're already a star because you've been selected to perform on these national channels. Now, doing so, you can't have no scrubs. You can't have no stars on you can't have, the stage where there's no stars on a star channel. I have to word that properly. You have to understand that this fight these fights are a lot bigger than I think Al Haymon is controlling. Now, Al Haymon is good for the sport. That's the title of this. Al Haymon is good for the sport part 2. Because he at least is bringing this to regular channel. Everybody talking about they paying so much for this. And y'all still going to pay for Floyd because y'all shitted on him all this time. Y'all going to pay to see this man lose. Or see this man win. So, it's good for the sport because he is bringing it to free channel. We can just click on and watch it. We don't have to pay for nothing. I just want him, if you really want to grasp everybody, you should put Broner first. He'll come out in his jack-o'-lantern motherfucking outfit. Skipping down the aisle. Probably getting knocked out. And that's when everybody going to be like, oh, yo, boxing's crazy. Then, honestly, you should have probably put Thurman and Guerrero next. No disrespect to Thurman. But he can't do all the fireworks himself. He ain't going to be able to put on a Danny Garcia, Lamont Peterson type of event. You know what I mean. That card, yeah, I know they're the main event, but, you don't want people flicking through channels who's never seen boxing like, all right, well, this is all that's going on in boxing. I'm going to just keep on flicking. Because there are some people who just automatically don't like boxing already. And you can completely turn them around to liking boxing. You see what I mean? I speak to mad bitches, mad of them, and all of them say, what? Man, fuck boxing. If there's a sport I can't stand, it's that one. You hear it all the time. You know what I'm talking about. But I was thinking these guys all should have been on the same card. Broner, have your... since if you want whatchamacallit last, then that's fine. I guess you can have them last. But to the non-boxing fan, they might not wait until the main event. They might not. It's Saturday night. You know what I mean? Is it Saturday? I think it's a Saturday. They might not wait until the main event. They might not, man. Us boxing heads, we're going to be fucking in seventh heaven with this shit. Come on. But I just don't want you to lose this grand opportunity. These fighters are going to make stupid money. And I think that you could definitely capitalize on this if you just have the right fights. Like the Figueroa and who the fuck is he fighting? I just looked it up, too. He's fighting somebody else that's close to his shit. You should put Figueroa on this undercard. You know what I mean? You should. I know it might be a little early, but and he just fought. You know what I mean? There's some people that you can't. There's no reason why you couldn't put Kell Brook and fucking Khan together. Or if you're meshing heads now, why not put the Khan and Bradley together? There's no reason why you can't do that. Put that as like the main event on the Danny Garcia. But I just think. Bottom line, I know I'm all over the place, but there's so much things to cover. And this is what I mean. I don't care for knockouts. The main public does, okay? If they see a knockout, they see a little bit of boxing skills, cool. He's a little slick. And then they see a knockout, we're in the making. But if you see that slick boxing all night, granted as much as I love it, and granted as much as I think it's more successful than the brawlers and the boxing punches, I feel for the casual fan, because then they will understand, okay, I was blessed to have a knockout, but now I also understand that, oh, man, don't be fucking with my shit. I was blessed to have a knockout, but I also understand that some fighters will have a tough night, and every fight doesn't have a knockout. But that's my opinion, man. Let me know what you guys think. If it's the right idea for shooting so early in the day, or if it's the right idea for not having the right matchups in place. I think Guerrero versus Thurman is going to be a snoozer. Not like that, no disrespect. I think it's going to go 12 rounds. But I just don't think people are going to sit on that channel forever and just watch that fight. you know, if it's the main event. If people turn the channel and they see Broner coming out dancing like a motherfucker in his fucking, you know, shiny ass suit, I think people will end up staying on that channel a little bit longer. It's true. People want entertainment. So let me know what y'all think, man. You know we love this shit. YTBC block. And I'm out this bitch, man. Oh, okay. Next video.